Right. So, about 130 years ago, Randolph Caldecott introduced the concept of picture books. So before that, there were decorative pictures in books, but they weren't really associated with the actual content. So he decided to go through and associate the pictures with the content, kind of creating this holistic view and this holistic story within the books. And these are what we know as picture books. So that transition started happening over time, but it wasn't really actually completed until after World War II, when picture books came into vogue, and they started showing up in libraries and showing up all around the world. And one of the most famous picture books is Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak, which is actually on the shelf of pretty much every child in the United States at one point or another.
Okay, middle school teachers think that picture books are immature for older kids, but in reality, some picture books are designed for middle school students. According to Molly Pearson, some picture books are introduced for older students that are not appropriate for elementary levels. Picture books stimulate the imagination, and some as a receptor for coping with psychosocial issues.
I'm going to talk about using picture books in the general curriculum. The National Council of Teachers of English state that the content area literacy is a struggle for most students. Now, picture books can help students alleviate that problem. So picture books help strengthen students' understanding of complex topics. Picture books have potential to act as a magnifying glass to enlarge and enhance readers' personal interactions with certain topics. For example, the book Maus kind of brings in the topic of the Holocaust and relates it to students in a way that they can understand through animals and pictures, and having the Jewish people be the rats and the Nazis be the cats. It kind of like makes it more personalized for the students to understand.
Picture books are great to use in a history and social studies context. It builds background knowledge around events so that students can really see those events in context. It also allows students to go through vicarious experience. They can be places that they wouldn't have been able to be, or go places that are far in the past. Students are able to grasp geographical knowledge if they don't travel a lot by reading these books and being able to see where these places were in the world. It's also great for cultural diverse classes because those who can identify with these cultures that they read about will affirm their identities, and those who have never interacted with these cultures will be able to learn to understand them and to have a greater appreciation for them.